सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Good evening. Belated 78th Independence Day greetings to you all. So, morning we had flag hoisting kind of thing and Janaganamana. So, great day for all of us Indians. Most of us, we don't really understand and appreciate the value of political freedom. Only when you live in a country like North Korea, let us say, you understand the value of political freedom only when you are in a dictatorial regime where the ruler is a dictator. How important it is for human beings. Because we don't even know what kind of suffering our forefathers had undergone when they were under the British rule. Manaki telusa? Do we really know? No. Because we have not seen, we never had that experience, right? Of being a citizen under a tyrannical rule, under a despot, a dictator, an autocrat, where you don't have political freedom. You can't express your views. You can't talk against the government. Even if you are oppressed, even if you are suppressed and oppressed, brutalized, still you can't raise your voice against the establishment. Okay? What it would feel like, we don't know. We have not experienced it. But our forefathers, they had experienced it. So they wanted to liberate at least the future generations, okay, from the slavery, political slavery. And they sacrificed their lives for our freedom. Yes, we are enjoying the freedom, but they didn't enjoy. They actually suffered. They wanted at least okay, let us sacrifice our lives. At least our future generations will be able to breathe free. They will live under a free regime where they will have political freedom. They will have rights. Okay? Thinking that actually to make life easy for us, they struggled. They sacrificed their lives. That's why we remember these great ones. The people who had participated in independence movement and won freedom for our sake. We should never forget their sacrifices. Okay? Not our generation, the future generation that are going to come also. We must always remember them, and on every occasion possible, we must express our gratitude to our forefathers who had sacrificed their lives for our sake and for our political freedom. You know, somebody asked Swami Vivekananda, Swamiji, you are talking so eloquently about philosophy and spirituality. Why don't you join the freedom movement and help the country become free politically? You know Swamiji's answer? Swamiji said, I can bring freedom in 3 days, but where are the people to keep it up? Okay? This country has not become a nation as yet. The sense of nationalism, that this is my country, these are my people, this is a great nation. That sense of patriotism and nationalism had not come to this country yet. We were a nation, okay, of people, one-willed people. If we were that patriotic, if we were that united, British would not have conquered us at all. 75,000 Britishers ruled 33 crore Indians. Where have we gone wrong? 75,000 మంది బ్రిటిష్ వాళ్ళు 33 కోట్ల భారతీయులను ఎలా పరిపాలించగలిగారు? They were united, though they were 75,000 only. They had a will. Okay, we should conquer these people, we should rule over them, we should exploit them. Whereas we were those 33 crore, you're a divided group. Manadanta individualistic. Not actually that collective will that my nation is first. Okay, myself second. My nation is more important than my individual life, my individual existence. So that kind of patriotism we never had. Okay, that sense of nationalism. And so Vivekananda wanted to unite this country. How should I unite the country? What is the common link? We speak different languages. You go 300 kilometers this side, there the population speaks a different language. India is such a heterogeneous country, so diverse a group. So many languages we speak, so cultural distinctions, huge variation, right, between state and state in their customs and traditions and beliefs. So how to unite this great country? What is the common link? And he discovered that the common link is spirituality. During British period and before that, during Mughal rule and also the Muslim rule, okay, so many kings had ruled over us. And the one thing that would happen even in those days, people would go all the way from Tamil Nadu to Kashi, okay, to spend, to study, okay, something about, Upanishads or Vedas and other things there. All the way from Rameshwaram to Kashi. Today you have trains and flights. In those days, it was so difficult to travel. It would take months together. And also people all the way from north, they would go to Rameshwaram, okay, to pour Ganga water, Ganges water upon the Shivalinga there. Actually, Rameshwaram they would come. But from where is Kashi and where is Rameshwaram? In those days people would travel. Those pilgrimages places, they were buzzing with actually pilgrims even in those days. People would go to Uttarakhand, Chardham. Not now. Now it's very easy to travel. You go to Delhi by flight or go by train and go reach the place. But in those days, months together they would travel to visit the place, to go to the Chardham, to go to Kailas, to go to Amarnath. People have been going on. So this is spirituality actually. This is uniting the country. People have a common bond. That is spirituality. After discovering that, Swamiji talked about it so eloquently and wanted to unite the country first. In fact, he had laid the foundation for freedom struggle. And upon the foundation that Swamiji had laid, other great thinkers and leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Aravinda Ghosh, Lala Lajpat Rai, you name one leader, Subhash Chandra Bose, all of them had built a great building of the freedom movement. It is Vivekananda who had laid the foundation. You know, in Calcutta in those days, many freedom fighters would read one book of Swami Vivekananda. What was that? Lectures from Colombo to Almora. Every freedom fighter, every revolutionary would possess one book. That was Vivekananda's Lectures from Colombo to Almora. The British became suspicious. Who is motivating them? Who is inspiring them? Okay? Because they would treat us actually as lawbreakers, right? All the freedom fighters were treated as revolutionists, of course, would be jailed and punished severely. So they were searching and searching, and everybody had this book, Lectures from Colombo to Almora. British searched what is there in that book. Is there anything against British there? So that they wanted to ban the book. But to their surprise, they did not find a single line against the British. Swamiji did not utter a word against the British. And then actually he roused the national consciousness. That was the beauty and greatness of Vivekananda. Samasya vaalato ledu. Okay, వాళ్ళు మనల్ని అడగదొక్కుతున్నారు అంటే మనం బలహీనలుగా ఉన్నాం, మనం కలిసిమెలిసి లేము, మనం శక్తివంతంగా లేకపోవడానికి కారణం మనం యునైటెడ్గా లేము, ఆ కామన్ విల్ లేదు. ఓకే, ఒక జాతిగా ఇంక మనం ఫామ్ కాలేదు, ఒక నేషన్గా మనం ఫామ్ కావలేదు. నేషన్గా ఫామ్ అయ్యి 33 కోట్ల మంది గర్జిస్తే, if 33 crore people roar together, 75,000 people would run away on their own. That was actually Swamiji's work, in fact. He had roused national consciousness without uttering a single word against the British. That was his genius. Mahatma Gandhi has said, after reading Vivekananda, my love for country increased 1,000-fold. Okay? And Rabindranath Tagore said, if you really want to understand India, read Vivekananda. Jawaharlal Nehru said that, I don't know how many young people of this age read Vivekananda, but when we were in college, we used to read Vivekananda and we used to take our inspiration from his teachings. Subhash Chandra Bose said, if he had been alive, I would have sat at his feet. Okay? Every great national leader in name, they all had read Vivekananda and took the inspiration to fight for freedom. And upon their sacrifices today, we are building a great nation, and we must never forget their sacrifices. Okay, they have done it for our sake. And also you need to understand, it was Vivekananda who roused the national consciousness in this country. That's the great genius of Swamiji. Once when he was in the West, somebody had asked him, Swamiji, you have done so much for us. What we can do for you? What gift we can present to you? A lady had asked, and Swamiji said, love India. ఏమన్నా నాకు బహుమతి ఇవ్వాలంటే నా దేశాన్ని ప్రేమించు. యూ జస్ట్ లవ్ ఇండియా. దట్ విల్ బి ద గ్రేటెస్ట్ గిఫ్ట్ దట్ యూ కెన్ గివ్. ఈ హ్యాడ్ ఆస్క్డ్ ఎ ఫారెన్ ఉమన్ టు లవ్ హిజ్ మదర్ ల్యాండ్. దాట్ వాజ్ దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ప్యాట్రియాటిజం వివేకానంద హ్యాడ్. ఆయన దేశభక్తి అంత గొప్పది. ఆయనకి దేశభక్తే దైవభక్తి. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యూ రీడ్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్. యూ రీడ్ దిస్, యూ డిస్కవర్ ద సోల్ ఆఫ్ వివేకానంద. You will when you read his teachings, you will understand that. So that's how actually this person has become so powerful. He felt for India, he breathed for India. Sister Nivedita writes, India throbbed in his heart, India pulsated in his veins, India was his daydream, India was his nightmare. రాత్రిం బగళ్ళు దేశమే 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 అని శరీరం అంతా ఇది కండెన్స్డ్ ఇండియా అంటది. భారతదేశం మూర్తి భవించి వివేకానంద స్వామీజీ. Okay, India had personified in his form. Vivekananda actually was true India, great patriot. So he had inspired patriots, a patriot who had inspired patriots. So my dear friends, kindly read at least this book of Vivekananda if you get some time. That is Lectures from Colombo to Almora. That book will help you to understand the roots of our civilization. It's very important if you really wish to become a great citizen of this great country. Okay, thank you. Have a nice evening.